Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the K1 visa. Yeah, that's right, the K1 visa. I know it's a pain in the ass, and I'm going to tell you my experience and how I went through it, and how we are still going through it. So, anyways, it's going to be a long video, so hold in there. Just bear with me, okay? Got my coffee, started my day, and let's get going. So the first thing we did, and you guys have to do this too. So if you guys are going for a K1 visa, the first thing you have to do is meet. So if you meet a beautiful woman online or a beautiful woman over here that lives in another country, well, if you met over here, you already met, but you have to prove that. So how do you prove it? Well, for me, I flew to Thailand to meet my beautiful future wife, and God, it was the best time of my life. I gotta say, Thailand's beautiful and all that. Uh, the food over there is tasty. But anyways, I was there for 2 months with her and her family. I flew back to the United States, and we decided to, stay together. And she wants to come over here, and I want her over here. So that was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, and so we did step one. We filled out the petition, and that's the I-129. And I'm sure you guys have probably done research on this online, and the I-129 is the petition of the fiance for alien. And I really hate that word alien because we're all humans. But anyways, so you fill out, you got to go to USCIS. But I did it a little differently because I looked at that going, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? So I hired a lawyer. And I know you don't need to. I mean, some people can do it without a lawyer. But here's the deal. Here's the deal with that. Say something goes amok. Something went wrong with the petition. Well, now you're stuck because, yeah, you can fix it. It's going to take more time. But if you have a lawyer, they can get in that system faster than you can. And that's the thing. So when I did it, I had a stack of papers and a blue folder, and I will find that photo and put it over here somewhere. And if you guys are wondering why am I using StreamYard, it's because my camera on my phone is full and I can't do anything about it. I've been trying to get rid of the videos and stuff, but I don't know. And the reason it says GTV 83 on here is because that's my second channel, and I use this for my podcast mostly that I do with my friend. But let's get back to the visa. That was off subject. If you guys want to know more about that, leave a comment. I'll tell you. Um, but so you get the I-129 petition all filled out. You got all the documents. You got your plane tickets. You got your photos. You got your letters of recommendation, basically. And you need like three of those, if I remember right. One's from you, and one's from two other people saying that, gee, you love each other, blah, blah. And they know you because they know you pretty much, and they know the situation that's going on. And yeah, so you get all that documents that you can collect, any evidence that you can collect, and that blue binder that I just showed you over here in the photos. Um, yeah, I mean that thing was massive, massive. I think it probably weighed about 2 pounds. I think probably more like a pound and a half, but full of papers, full of documents. I mean, it was just insane. But anyways, so after that, I gave him to my lawyer. Now I live in Washington. And if you want to know who my lawyer is, let me know and I'll give you the information because he's really good. And it cost me that much. Really did not cost me that much for a lawyer, in my opinion. And he worked fast. He worked with us. He worked fast. He's still working with us right now because, the visa's not complete. She has an interview in March, but we'll get to that in a minute. So the I-129 gets sent off to USCIS. And that is where it all begins. You waiting and waiting and waiting. You do get the first letter, and then you get a second letter. And we got the second letter not too long after the first one saying, your petition has been received. And then I got a second one saying, your petition has been moved to NVC, National Visa Center. And that's where it gets really, oh, let me tell you. When it gets to the National Visa Center, they're supposed to contact you in about a month and a half. I believe. If I look at my paperwork, I could tell you. But it's supposed to be like a month and a half. They have like 6 weeks to contact you. Well, here's where people make the first mistake, and I made the same mistake, and it has to do with the legal system. Okay, I don't care if you have a lawyer or not, you're gonna make this mistake. And I'm making this video because I seen so many comments. Because when I was going through it, trying to figure out how to fix these problems myself, because my lawyer, is a lawyer. He's busy too. We all are busy in life. So I'm looking, and there was one comment, and I really wish I could find it again before this video, but I couldn't find it. I'm gonna look again before posting this though. But he said he's been waiting for his K1 visa to hit the embassy of wherever it was for the last 6 years. And that made me think, oh my God, no, 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 no. I've been waiting for over 3 months for the welcome letter. Yeah, you're supposed to get a welcome letter. 3 months for this welcome letter. Never got it. Never got it. And my fiance, God, I love her to death. She got on a visa group and they're just telling her, contact this person, contact that, contact this. And I'm being told by my lawyer, no, you just gotta wait, you gotta wait, you gotta wait. Well, I'm getting frustrated. And this is something you're gonna go through. I don't care if how much you love each other. You're gonna get frustrated if the time is taking too long and maybe you're not. But most people I've heard that their fiance gets frustrated and you're trying to deal with it. And it's just a big hoo ha. And you know what? It happened to me. She got frustrated with me. And you know what? I totally agree with her. I totally understood. And I got frustrated with her too, but we can get into that a little bit later. Um, but anyway, so it hits the National Visa Center. They got so long to give it to the embassy. You're supposed to get your welcome letter to the NVC, National Visa Center, and they're supposed to tell you the next few steps. Sometimes you got to pay more fees, sometimes you don't, and that really depends on the situation. Luckily for me, my fees were totally paid for. I didn't have to pay anything else, so thank God. Uh, yeah, and I'm not going to talk about the amounts. You guys, if you guys are going through this, you know the amounts. If you don't, uh, I'm gonna list some websites on the bottom of this video so you can just click on them and you can go look at everything. But after they receive it, like at the embassy, they give you a letter as well. And guess what? I never received that letter. That's actually when you're supposed to get the welcome letter is when it hits the embassy. And no one explains that. Everybody goes, "Oh, it's from the NBC." No, it's from the embassy gives you the welcome letter. Okay, so I never received it. I didn't get it in my email. My lawyer didn't get it. So what do I do? Well, the first thing I did, and this is something that's big and everybody's got to remember, please, if you are waiting more than 6 weeks for your welcome letter, call. Not no, you can't call, sorry. Email the NVC and I'll leave a link to the email that you're supposed to use, the website you're supposed to use for it in the description. And that email is going to ask you for your fiance's, your passport number, and a few other information. And then you just tell them, I've been waiting for da 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 so long, and I have not received my welcome letter. I just would like an update. But the way you do it is actually go, dear officer. So you want to put dear officer because if you don't do it, it's kind of informal and they might just take a while. If you say dear officer, it's gonna make you sound more professional. It's gonna make you sound like you are ready to do this thing. And yeah. So dear officer is gonna make it nice and like straight to the point. But yeah, just ask them. Ask them, contact them, be like, hey, I haven't got my welcome letter yet. It's been over 2, 3 months or even a month or whatever it is. And I'm sure some people are watching this might be still waiting. It's been longer than that. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna give you the information. If they've already supposedly have sent it, they will give you the embassy number. They're gonna give you the welcome letter at that point, or at least sending. Or for me, in my case, sorry, I'm doing this in one shot. I'm not gonna edit this at all, so just bear with me, please. So what they did with me is they gave me my embassy number, and that's for me is a BNK because it's from Bangkok. Yours could be anywhere in the world or any place in the world, so it might be a different embassy number than that, or it could be Thailand. So yeah, and then they said we sent it to the embassy on this date. Contact the embassy. So that was not the welcome letter. That was just telling me my case number for the embassy. So then I got in touch with the embassy, and they usually send you the email for the embassy in that. So mine got sent to the Thailand embassy, and yeah. So I contacted the embassy, and they said, "Well, we sent you the welcome letter, but here it is." And they give me my petition that was, stamped and everything. So I have a digital copy of that. That is so awesome. I'm gonna go print it out probably sometime this week because I just want a hard copy of it because I just think it's awesome. Um, and then what do you do? Okay, so now you got your welcome letter, right? I know I'm kind of going through this pretty fast compared to other people. But what do? You got your welcome letter, and the next thing you do is something so simple. you tell your fiance, "Hey, we got the welcome letter," and she freaks out on you. Most likely, "Oh yeah, we got it! Yay!" Because she's probably been talking to her online friends about this, and they might have some online friends that are doing visa stuff, and they've probably been getting it or whatever. So she's getting depressed or whatever. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. Anyways, so we got the welcome letter. Next thing we do is we got to fill out the DS-160. Oh, okay. So the DS-160 is actually not for the petitioner to fill out. It's for the fiance to fill out. But here's the thing: it's all in English. And again, I'll link it down in the description where you to get it. And so what you do is you can help her if she knows English. Some people know English very well and they can just fill it out themselves. But basically, what it is a background check talking about your past relationships with your ex-husband if you have one, your family history, all that good jazz. Even talks about, are you bringing your kids if you have kids? If you're not bringing your kids, yeah, whatever the situation is. Um, and then they ask questions about the petitioner, me, you, as the petitioner. What where you live, what kind of income you have, what kind of job you have, I believe, or something like that. I don't remember the whole thing. It's been a while. And then after that becomes interesting because then you have to go to a different website all in general. And this is just for her to do, not for you. But she might get frustrated with it and you still might have to help. And I will put that link to that website down below too because I do have that. And it's basically a way to tell them that you got done with the DS-160 and getting ready to pay for the K1 visa. Now, let me stress on this for a minute. Most foreigners' fiancés don't have the money for this stuff. So be prepared, especially if you're going into Thailand, Cambodia, Laos. Be prepared to help pay for this stuff. Don't be a dick. Be a good fiance, good, spouse. You're gonna help pay for this stuff, and I don't care because honestly, if I was that way, I would hope she would say no. We're done, because you need to be good to the person you love. That's the way of life. You want to be the good person. You want to be the guy that gives to the person you love, but not being walked over. Okay. So remember the word no is in the consideration. Thus, in this case, you don't want to say no. You just want to get this stuff done. You want to get everything. So after the DS-160 is done and she's got that taken care of, she got the visa paid for because you gave her the money for it, or at least I did. What's next? What's the next step? Well, it's simple. She gets to go through a medical exam. That's her part. And basically, what a medical exam is, and I didn't know what this was until I looked it up, vaccines. So she's got to get the COVID. She's got to get the flu shot. She's got to get like 17 shots. I think it's like 10 or 17. It's a lot, and it's all the vaccines that we've had in America for years that we taken. But Thailand and a lot of other countries don't take these vaccines. Never, and they're perfectly healthy. Think about that for a minute. They don't take the vaccines, and they're perfectly healthy. What's going on here, America? Just saying. Anyways, so after you get the after she does the medical exam, set that up. What are you doing as the petitioner? What are you doing? Well, we got a step two. We got something called the I-134, and it's a very simple paper. I did it myself. Okay, I helped my fiance with the DS-160, but I did the I-134 myself. And all that is showing support to your fiance. So support meaning, do you have a job? Do you have a bank account? Do you have stocks, bonds, whatever it is that you have financial behind you? They want to see. They don't want to see that you pay child support. They don't care about that. What they're caring about is how are you going to support your fiance when she gets here. And honestly, they also want your taxes. So they want your tax taxes. What do they call? Sorry, again, I'm doing this in one shot. There's nothing else. Transcripts. That's what they call it. Tax transcripts. So I am waiting for one. Now her interview isn't until March 5th. So we still got some time. We got some time. Okay, so it's not a big deal. But actually, because of taxes and when that lands, she doesn't really need that because I already got 3 years back. But I know she really wants a new one, and that's okay. I understand. I understand totally. But honestly, yeah, she's set. But again, so how do you prove you have all this? Well, you fill out the I-134. You tell them your information, and then you got to get your tax transcripts. You got to get your bank account information. You got to give them your stocks, your bonds information. Now you're not giving them the bank account like document, like your account number or anything. No, all you're giving them is like a photo of your actual um bank, like saying, "Oh, I have $1,000 in here right now." Now that's just a rough estimate. I don't think they're gonna really look at that because it's just like, okay. You also have to give them your pay stubs, so showing that you have a job. That's how you're gonna prove that you have a job is by the pay stubs. And then after all that, you're pretty much done. As a petitioner, you're done. The I-134 is all done. The DS-160 is all done with her. She's got through her medical exam. Now it's time to wait. And you're waiting. And it's gonna kill you inside. Like it's killing me right now because it's like if she passes, I get to fly over there and bring her home with me. Because I'm gonna go pick her up because she doesn't like flying. That's just my fiance. Some people don't do that. Some people get the fiance to fly over by themselves. Whatever. She doesn't like flying. I'm gonna go get her because that's how kind of person I am. I care about her. I don't want her to be scared, nervous, or change her mind because I was there to help her out, getting them through, the other airports. Because I don't know if you ever been to Thailand from America, but most likely you're landing in a different airport before going to Thailand. Even if I flew from here to Canada to Thailand, I still have to hit the Canadian. But usually, what I do, and this is just personal, is I usually fly from here to Tokyo, from Tokyo to Thailand. And the reason I fly there is because I actually know some Japanese from being a child studying Japanese. So that's the only reason why I do it that way. And it's kind of fun because I get to help people out that can't speak Japanese at times. But other words, so after the all that's done, you just wait and wait. And right now we're waiting, so I can't really give you an update at the moment about it. But basically, what I really want to say is for the secrets that I told you about in the short, is there's only really three. One, a lawyer does help because he can keep you on the right track and help you out with what documents you need. Even if you have a document that you're filling out yourself, guess what? You can send it to him first before submitting it. And he can tell you, oh no, we need to change this and this and this, okay? And I did that with the I-134 because I thought I had it down pat and I gave it to him and he goes, no, you need to change this and this. And it's like, okay. Now, the lawyer will fill out 100% of the I-129 for you, the petition for the fiance. He will fill that out. That is his job. So if there is no, oops, I filled it out wrong. He has to fix it later. No, he'll fill it out. So if he fills it out wrong, that's on him, not you. So remember that a lawyer can help you there. And because if you fill it out by yourself, what happens if something goes wrong? You're stuck and no lawyer is going to help you because no lawyer wants to have responsibility. Yeah, it's sad to say. So I suggest hiring a lawyer. Step two, secret two, is make sure if you're not getting the information fast enough from the embassy or even the consulate or the NBC, USCIS, contact them. Always contact them. I mean, I can't stress that enough. Contact them. That's it. Third secret, don't argue with your spouse. Okay? It's not going to help nothing. And that was my downfall. I argued with her, okay? Because I thought I knew better and just don't do it. It's not gonna help anything. It's just gonna probably hurt the relationship a little bit. Not permanently. It's just more of a look, I can stand up for my beliefs, you stand up for your beliefs, and we're just pissed off at each other. Okay. And you might be right, she might be right. Yeah, you don't know. Honestly, when you're new to this, you don't know. And I'm gonna tell you from my point of view is I'm never doing this again. This is not It is not worth the stress for this. I love my fiance. I'm happy to do this for us, but if I ever was in this situation again, I'd be like, nope, I'm gonna do this differently, and I'm gonna tell you how I would do it. And you might want to take this as some advice, okay? So there is another way to get your fiance over here, but if she's not your fiance at this point, you guys get married in her country or in his country, whatever fiance, whatever way you want to do it. Okay. You get married in their country and then you come back to your country And all you gotta do to prove your relationship at this point is the marriage certificate. That's it. And this is what's gonna happen. USCIS will get that, and you still have to fill out the I-129 because my lawyer told me about that. Fill out the I-129. You give them the license certificate. They look at it. They go, "Oh, license." They send it over to the NBC. NBC sees the license. They send it to the embassy. It takes probably, my lawyer said, probably 2 months. The whole case would take about 2 months. And other than that, you have to fill out a little different forms for her, not the support though. As far as I know, you don't have to fill out support because you guys are married. They're expecting you to be the right thing. And so you fill out all that information. I think it's a DS-162 because you still got to pay for the CR1 visa. I think it is. The CR1 is the marriage visa. I had yeah, that's what I would do it next time. And all she's got to do is go get all of her medical shots still. She still has to do the medical exam because they want to make sure you're fully vaccinated before coming to America. It's just as simple as that. I mean, I understand that concept a little bit, but I don't. Sorry, my nose is itching. So here's the difference. When she comes over here on a K1 visa, she has to fill out for a green card. She's got to fill out for a work permit. Okay, so that's the next step after she gets here, and that's cost more money yet. About over $1,000, I hear. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's what I've seen online. And it's, again, it's worth it. You love this woman, you love this man, or whatever it is. So you're gonna do this for them because you want them to be with you 100%. But remember, K1 visa, you got to be married in 90 days. It doesn't matter what kind of marriage. It could be a big marriage, it could be a small marriage, it could be courthouse marriage. It doesn't matter. It's just got to be done. Okay, and yeah, so that's what you got to do. And in the CR1, this is beautiful. If you do a CR1, I really wish I knew this ahead of time. The CR1 visa, so the marriage visa, she lands in the United States with the green card, with the work permit, and she's ready to go. She's ready to go. All you guys got to do is live happily ever after. Yeah. So did I mess up? Oh yeah, I messed up. I should have gotten married over there and then just did the CL1. It would have been a lot easier. It would have been a lot easier because all she had to do was do a few extra steps and not a whole bunch of steps. So, guys, I hope this helps out. Just remember, patience. Check on things yourself. I mean, seriously, that's the biggest deal. You watch all these YouTube videos because I did it. I'm sure you guys have done it, and all they say is wait, wait, wait. You'll find these lawyers on here, and they'll be like, wait, wait, it's coming, it's coming. We can't do nothing. You know what? That's very true. They can't because they don't know the underneath lining. The underneath lining says, check on it yourself. Please, as a non lawyer, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a person just like you, trying to get the love of his life over to him. And that's the thing. Is overall, this all thing is about a relationship, right? It's just a relationship that you want to last forever and a day. You know, and maybe lifetime after lifetime, depending on your religion. But yeah, so check on it, get a lawyer, and don't fight with your spouse. Don't. It's argument with your spouse is not gonna help anything. Okay. So I hope this helps you guys out for the K1 visa. I will give you links to the USCIS, the NBC, and everything I can still have on file. Okay, it's simple. But the I-129, I suggest getting a lawyer. I really do. If it's your first time, get a lawyer. If it's your second or third time, you know how this goes. And if it's your second or third time, I know you're probably just seeing if there's any new information. And honestly, I can't tell you because this is my first time. This is my first rodeo, as some people say. Uh, but if you like this type of content, let me know because I have no problem giving you more content like this. If you want content that's just about my life, this channel is all about travel and experiencing new things. So this goes right up this alley. I'm sorry about the DTV83. That's my other channel, and I know a lot of people that are watching this will not be interested in that channel. But if you want to check it out, I would suggest check it out. If you like Power Rangers or Ninja Turtles, I know it's kind of kid like, but go check it out. But yeah, it's K1 visa. It's a stressful thing, and I will not lie, it is very stressful. And I am sorry for anybody that's having stress in their life because of it, financial problems because of it. But believe me, at the end of the day, it's gonna be great for you. I know no one's told you that a relationship has to do with paperwork. I would not have known that myself if someone told me that, oh, the love of your life's in a different country and they would get over, you're gonna be spending thousands of dollars and yeah, no one told me that. You know what they told me is you fall in love with somebody, you marry them, you live with them, you hope the relationship lasts for a lifetime. And some do, some don't. You know, that's just the way it is. For me, I have two kids of my own from a previous relationship. We never got married, but we lived together for 11 years. And yeah, so, this ain't nothing new. It's just a different type of relationship, a different type of way. Um, so I hope you guys in your adventure in the K1 visa, CR1 visa, whatever visa you're doing, maybe it's just a personal visa and this video confused the hell out of you. Who knows? Leave comments. Let me know what you need to know. Maybe I can give you some more advice. If I can, I will. If I can't, well, I'll let you know. But I'm pretty sure I have a lot more I can say. But I wanted this video to be short, and I'm already at 26 minutes. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you on my next video. I'm gonna do the DTV 83 way out of here. Peace.